Thank you. Please be seated. The representative of our Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, the Chairman KTDA, Njiru, the CEO, Bwana Mudaura, our Member of Parliament for Gatundu South, board members and directors of the various zones and factories, good morning. God is good, and all the time. Nisalimieni kwa hewa. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. I want to welcome you to the Hustlers Mansion. Karibuni sana. I trust my people have taken good care of you. Mmekaribishwa vizuri, mmepata breakfast. Alafu tutakula lunch pamoja. I bring you greetings and warm regards from my boss, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. We gather here today to announce the final payment of bonuses to our smallholder farmers under the Kenya Tea Development Agency. It is one of the most important occasions for the over 750,000 smallholders as we celebrate the gains made since the Kericho Tea Subsector Stakeholders Conference in July this year. We are proud that within 6 months of our reforms, we are restoring sanity and stabilizing the tea subsector as envisioned under the Kenya Kwanza plan of putting more money in the pocket of the tea farmer. This is a direct positive impact to the farmer who is at the bottom of the socio-economic pyramid. We are dignifying the farmer. We have dignified the over 7 million members of this family. The farmer can now pay school fees for their children. The farmer can now invest in their dream projects. It is for this reason that I congratulate the Kenya Tea Development Agency for working with us in the implementation of the Kericho Conference roadmap, resulting in farmers earning huge bonuses. This is one of the highest performances for smallholder factories across the country. Distinguished directors, KDDA factories recorded a turnover of 95.3 billion Kenya shillings in 2023 compared to 93.02 billion last year. This is an increment of over 2.3 billion Kenya shilling. Mujipigie makofi. There was a growth of 2.28%. The total payment of farmers grew by 7.6%, reaching 67.7 billion Kenya shillings. The average rate for the green leaf per kilo delivered to factories grew by 18% to reach 59.1 Kenya shillings compared to last year, which was 50.14 Kenya shillings per kilo. Allow me, distinguished directors, to single out the top 3 performing factories in the annual combined earning. The Tuge Tea Factory from my home county of Nyeri registered an impressive 78.3 Kenya shillings per kilo, an increment of 26%. This factory is also the country's leading processor of orthodox tea, whose consumption is on a steady rise across the globe. At Imenti Tea Factory in Meru County, where again my mother came from, farmers earned 73.1 Kenya shillings per kilo. On the other hand, farmers of Michimekori Tea Factory, again the land of my mother, in Meru, earned 68.6 Kenya shillings per kilo. I must acknowledge and congratulate Mambo Tea Factory in Kericho County for leading consistently in producing quality tea. From this year's results, it is exciting to note that even the lowest factories, such as Nyankomba in Nyamira County, Kapsara in Trans Nzoia County, and Kiamokama in Kisii County, registered a huge improvement. Nyankomba was the most improved factory, reaching 37% with farmers earning 55 Kenya shillings per kilo from a low of 40.1 Kenya shillings in the previous year. Pongezi. A hearty congratulations to the farmers of these three factories for the improvement. I'm sure they'll perform even better next year and the years to come. Distinguished directors, besides dignifying our farmers in their hustles, the reason the Ruto administration is taking seriously implementation of reforms is for the tea subsector to contribute to rebuilding our economy. We cannot improve our economy when we are spending more on importation than exports. We cannot strengthen our shilling against the major global currencies when key subsectors are underperforming. Tea is one of the crops that will assist us in increasing the foreign exchange reserves. Tea contributes about 2% to our GDP and 4% to the agricultural GDP. It earns an approximately 120 billion Kenya shillings in exports, translating to about 26% in foreign exchange. Globally, Kenya is the third producer and the biggest exporter, accounting for 28% of the world tea. In 2021, the tea subsector earned the country 136 billion Kenya shillings in foreign exchange. Last year, we earned 138 billion Kenya shillings. This year, we fully roll out reforms. We project the export earnings to rise to about 150 billion Kenya shillings. The board and distinguished directors, as the farmers prepare to receive their bonuses next month, they are motivated to work harder to not only improve quantity but also quality, the main factor that guarantees high pay. I wish to acknowledge that a reserved price is cushioning farmers against market uncertainties. But with the expanding international market, we also must push the bonuses even higher in the next 5 years. That is why we'll follow up on the implementation of the tea reforms to the last dot. A review of all legal, policy, and regulative frameworks is ongoing for lasting reforms, and I appreciate members of the National Assembly and the Senate from the tea-growing counties for their commitment in these reforms. And our foreign policy, the main responsibilities of ambassadors and heads of mission going forward is to maintain current and expand our footprints into new markets for our products. The performances of our ambassadors and high commissioners will be pegged on the delivery of this assignment of expanding existing markets and opening up new markets in the world. Competition for traditional markets, including Pakistan, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, Yemen, and Russia is growing. This calls for production on our part of more in quality, and specialty teas. This is how we will penetrate new markets, including China, Taiwan, Lithuania, the Democratic Republic of Congo, among others. Already, Kenya has exported tea under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, a market of over 1.3 billion people. Distinguished directors, in the face of competition from upcoming tea producers, Kenya is standing out in orthodox tea. As highlighted earlier, the Tuge Tea Factory is leading the way alongside other factories across the country in production of orthodox tea. Specialty tea means we can dictate the price per kilo. Besides encouraging farmers to venture into other varieties like purple tea, factories now need to incorporate flavored products as part of diversifying strategy to reach wider, trendy, and high-value markets. Distinguished directors, for increased quality and quantity, extension services on the good crop husbandry are critical. We have also eased access to cheaper fertilizer through subsidy as a way of reducing the cost of production. In this regard, we ask our farmers to enlist under the ongoing registration to, among other benefits, access subsidized fertilizer. The National Government Administration officers are requested to double their efforts in registering the farmers. On this note, I challenge KTDA to also work around provision of cheaper fertilizer to farmers in the long term in conjunction with the national government. Further, climate change remains a threat to crop yields. As witnessed, there was a drastic drop in production late last year and early this year due to prolonged drought. We encourage KTDA to partner with county governments in provision of extension services, as well as entrenching climate-smart agriculture for sustained production. Nimeshukuru sana. And to respond to the few issues that were raised, kwanza wakurugenzi, mimi nataka niseme pongezi. Ndio nilialika nyinyi tukule pamoja, tusherekee pamoja, kwa sababu huu ni ushindi mkubwa kwa wakulima wa chai katika Jamhuri ya Kenya. Kuongezeka zaidi ya shilingi bilioni 2 ni kwa sababu ya kujitolea kwenu na uongozi bora. Na mimi nataka kuomba nyinyi kwa heshima mkanyangie hapo. And I want to say, when we came into office, President William Ruto and I refused attempts by the former directors to destabilize the tea subsector. A stable tea subsector is good for our country because we depend on this sector for our foreign exchange earnings. So I want to say, nikiwa hapa, hakuna mtu atakubaliwa kamwe to destabilize your leadership. Mzungu anasema, if it's working, don't fix it. So, nyinyi mumeonesha uhodari wenu kwa usimamizi wa chai. Na mimi nashukuru kwa sababu tangu tukae Kericho tukakubaliana na hao wangwana. At least the players in the tea industry have embraced the reforms. You know? And there has been no resistance. And this is the fruit of embracing reforms in our tea subsector. Even in milk, we have been able to suppress the few cartels who are there, and we are making good progress. Pahali tuko na resistance kali ya cartels ni kwa kahawa. Lakini tutapambana na hawa. Nimeona watu ya Standard wakisema